Well, it is March 23rd and we're getting ready to head north to bait bears. I'm super excited. Well, we made it to location. It feels good to be back. And we're more prepared this year. We have some awesome bait. We got oats, bread, all kinds of meats. It's gonna be exciting to see.
After putting in lots of work and setting up 2 baits, some bears are starting to hit them, and nice ones at that. But the unthinkable just happened. I'm absolutely crushed. We had a few unwanted visitors come across both our baits and now they're compromised. But thanks to the generosity of others, we're going to meet up with our friend Emilio to reload his bait, and the hunt for a spring bear isn't over yet. Well, after a month of baiting and anticipation, the time's finally here to hit the tree stand, and I couldn't be any more excited. Unbelievable. How cool was that? "60 hours in the tree stand? Are you kidding me?" I'm on cloud 9. I couldn't be happier. My name is Mitchell Payment. I started tagging along with my dad to go hunting basically since I learned to walk. I grew up living the outdoor lifestyle, learning from my dad and any hunting video I could get my hands on as a kid.
Got a date with a big buck tonight.
Once I turned 12, the legal age to hunt, it became evident it wasn't only a lifestyle, but it was also my biggest passion in life.
Nice shooting, buddy.
Working hard and learning through experience to better our odds to fold our tags on the animals we are pursuing. It has helped us grow into who we are now. Welcome to Season 6 of Moment of Truth TV. I just killed the bull of my dreams. Smoked him.
This buck is what dreams are made of.
He's down. Yes! I'm at a loss for words.
Oh, he's so nice and mature.
I crushed him, man. He's a dream buck. Look at that jaw. That was unbelievable. After all these years and the amazing experiences with loved ones, I've never been more thankful to be a hunter. Enjoy the show. When the fall hunting season comes to an end,
To cap it off with an absolute beautiful deer, I couldn't be any more happy.
and winter arrives, ice fishing and shed hunting take over.
I love ice fishing for perch.
There's a big shed right there.
It's minus 40 with the wind chill. Chocolate bone. First one of 2021.
That makes me happy.
Right on.
Although this is an awesome way to get outside and enjoy the great outdoors, it's hard to beat the feeling when temperatures start to rise after a long cold Canadian winter, and one thing comes to mind: spring bear.
Well, it is March 23rd and we're getting ready to head north to bait bears. I am super excited. It's a little crisp this morning. It's minus 14 where we're going, and it's been abnormally warm this spring. All the snow's melted, and we're going to restock one of the baits that we had put out last year, so it's going to be on its second year. A little more established, we're hoping a little better, and we're more prepared this year. We have some awesome bait. We got oats, bread, all kinds of meats. It's going to be exciting to see, and I know the bears are going to love it. So we got to load up the truck. We got a bit of a drive ahead of us. I'm super excited. Can't wait. Let's get after it.
Upon arriving to our property, we got the quad fired up and loaded on the trailer. It's time to head north into the vast boreal forest of Alberta. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by RV City, generations of family fun. Ole Smokes Coffee, coffee for the courageous. iHunter app, Know your regs inside and out. Black Widow Deer Lures, #1 whitetail estrus and deer scents. Tacticam, share your hunt. Sights and Arms, your firearm specialists. Prime Archery, the most accurate bows on the planet. And by Huntworth Gear, when concealment matters the most.
Well, we made it to location. It feels good to be back. The snow is a little deeper than we anticipated. We're gonna get the quad unloaded, load up the toboggan with oats, bread, hams. The bears definitely aren't out yet, but we figured we'd put it out a couple weeks ahead so we're prepared. And when the first bears come out, hopefully they catch wind of the bait and start feeding there. So we're gonna get after it.
Once we had the bait loaded up and ready to go, we headed out and did a big loop looking for a location for a second bait. Using our iHunter app, we were able to locate what looked like an awesome spot bordering some private land, and we headed in. After finally finding what we felt was a good location and getting the barrel loaded and tree stand set up, we didn't finish until dark. As the waiting game began, we ended up making another trip north to install another barrel at each one of our baits loaded with meat. Exactly what the big boars search for upon leaving their den.
Just like that, the waiting game continues. We're gonna head on out of here and wait for some bears.
And it didn't take long for some bears to start showing up to feast. Sows with cubs, followed up by some nice boars, which was awesome to see. At least that was until...
Well, I can't believe we're in this position right now. Dad and I put in a lot of work, and the goal this year was to get a bear on our own bait. And this all came to a screeching halt. I can't believe it. I thought the one year our baits are just rocking and it's looking really good. It just ended just like that with couple pictures. We reached out to some friends and they're really kind enough to invite us out to their baits. One in particular, a friend of ours, Emilio, and his son. His son already shot a beautiful bear. He's 12 years old, and it was really cool watching the video. It brought me back to memories with my dad when we first started out. So we're gonna bomb out there tomorrow, rebait, and there's some really nice bears coming in, and we're probably gonna be hunting in the next few days, hopefully after we reload it with all kinds of good stuff, since we have lots of bait left over now. It's still early yet, we got lots of time, and hopefully we can bring some big black bear action coming, but it was just a little bump in the road here, but I think we're gonna persevere and make it out okay. So stay tuned, hopefully we can release a victory arrow into a beautiful bear.
Well, it's April 30th and I am so excited. We're getting ready, going for our first sit for bears this year. We've been baiting for about a month now, and now finally the opportunity's here where the bears are smashing the bait and we're gonna go in. There's one in particular, it could be my biggest bear to date. So we're gonna go in there tonight and hopefully he slips up. He's been coming in about 8 to 9 o'clock, so it's well within shooting light, and I know there's a couple other nice bears in here. We're gonna be throwing out some Black Widow lures. It's bear balls. They smell like glazed donut and black licorice, so when we put them out, it'll just carry the scent in the bush, and it's been bringing them in heavy, and when they smell this, they might not be able to resist. So we're gonna go in there and see what happens. So hopefully it's a great night in the stand. After sitting for a few hours, enduring strong winds and a spring storm getting pelted by sleet, when it passed, we caught a glimpse of black off in the distance. Well, we're just walking out now. I said if we seen a bear, it was going to be a successful night, and we did. It was a young bear, a 2-year-old. He wouldn't commit, he was really weary. I think they smelled us tonight. The wind was kind of swirling, not the best, but they hammered it, they ate all the bait. We're gonna run a bunch of bait into the barrels and it should be good to go for tomorrow night, but we want to get after it before it gets dark. So awesome night in the stand, felt good to be back, and I can't wait for tomorrow night. This segment is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee. try it yourself and use promo code MOT at oldsmokescoffee.com for 10% off your purchase. Well, we're all geared up and ready to head in. Conditions are good. I personally have a pretty good feeling about tonight. If it's ever going to happen, it'll be on a night like this. We're going to bring in some bait with us, spread it on the ground. We're going to walk in now and hopefully she's a good night. Just getting settled into the stand, and not even 5 minutes had passed before the first bear of the night started coming in. Having this hungry young bear come right in was awesome to see and kick-started the action for the night. When the napping bear looked up, another smaller bear was coming in. With the two young bears scared of their own shadow and deciding to leave the bait, I heard crunching coming to my right. A bigger bodied black bear was coming down the pipe. Turning out to be a beautiful sow, it was enough to get the heart pounding. Not long after, I caught some movement that wasn't black coming in our direction. It was an absolute gorgeous cinnamon coming in cautious. He had a little bite to eat before the big black sow didn't like his presence and put the run on him. After some time passed, both bears ended up making their way back in, keeping their distance. The sow wanted all the bait to herself, putting the run on the cinnamon once again, this time sending him way up the tree to cap off our night.
Well, it's May 5th and we're on our way to the bear bait. We just started on the gravel. We got a bit of a drive ahead of us now, but we were here 2 nights ago and we had one of the best nights we've ever had in the bear woods. It was absolutely incredible. It was really enjoyable, and we gave it a 1-night break essentially on a bad wind, and sure enough, the shooter bear came in last night at 8 o'clock broad daylight. So we're back here today. We're meeting up with Emilio. We're gonna load up the bait right full of red, sweets, and beavers. And hopefully it brings them in. We're gonna sit tonight and tomorrow night, and hopefully within those 2 nights we can have bear down on the ground.
After loading the bait right up, I decided to take a few shots through my prime bow to make sure my marks are still on. And with nothing but bullseyes, it was time to get dressed and head in. Once again, right after getting into the stand, we caught a glimpse of black moving through the bush. This nice young bear ended up coming in close and getting a little too curious. As the night went on and more bears started coming around, tension started to grow around the bait. Well, another eventful night in the tree stand. Our last 3 sits now have just been all awesome. We've seen a ton of bears and had lots of action. It's been very enjoyable. But the one thing that's eluding us is a shooter bear. And he was there 2 nights ago, so we figured, oh, it's gonna be slam dunk. We'll go rebait and sit, and he has been back since. We're gonna monitor the trail camera, see if he comes tonight. But he might have just went on a little loop where bears are really moving now. Maybe a new bear will come in, but awesome night, couldn't ask for more. Now we got a 2-hour drive home, and we might be driving through a forest fire. There's an Amber Alert, so we'll see. Hopefully we make it home safe, but gonna get the truck all loaded up. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Revolution Armory, Canada's best custom shotguns. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. Burris Optics, find what matters. Reveal Cellular Cameras, always on the hunt. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Score Ammunition, proudly Canadian. And by Tween Lake Feed Solutions, quality wildlife feed. This segment is brought to you by Black Widow Deer Lures and Scents, #1 whitetail doe estrus and deer scents. It's simple, they work. With each night getting better and better, Dad and I continue to persevere and hunt hard, waiting on the giant black to show. Having great bear action night after night, seeing all the regulars. Unfortunately, the big black never slipped up. After spending the night in a local town and nearing 60 hours in the tree stand, the next day we knew it was time to make something happen. He's down, guys.
He's down. You got him, Mitch.
He's down right there.
Oh, good clean shot, buddy. Long time coming.
60 hours in the tree stand, are you kidding me? You know, I was being so patient waiting for a giant. And you know, these giant bears are so smart. I've never harvested a color phase. I've never even seen a color phase. And you know what? He had me going. It's just such a perfect coat. He's gonna make such an amazing trophy. I couldn't help but take him. I'm on cloud 9. I couldn't be happier. Such a gorgeous night. Dad and I put in so much work. I gotta say a big thank you for Emilio for letting us come here. We've been baiting this together, and I messaged him, what do you think? He said crush him, and I drilled him. Passed through Victory Arrow, absolutely smoked him with that dead meat. And I got to break in my brand new Prime Nexus, and let me tell you, this thing is a smoker. Prime's got it figured out. If you haven't shot one, go try one for yourself. You'll be impressed. But we're just gonna give him a few minutes here. He actually ran right to where we can pull the truck up, which was kind of lucky. So we're gonna get down, go put our hands on this beautiful bear, and it couldn't feel much better when you put in this much work and get it done. And my arrow is stuck in the barrel down there. Yes.
Congratulations, Mitch. That's a beautiful bear.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's go take a look at him.
My victory arrow zipped right through him, covered in blood. Gotta love the penetration power of these VAP 350s with the dead meat. Super impressed with that. And there is blood splattered everywhere. We're gonna go over and check them out. Unbelievable. And there he is. He didn't go more than 40. I actually thought he went further. Let's go check out this beautiful bear. What a specimen. Look at that. A cinnamon with a blonde muzzle. Does it get much better than that on a beautiful May evening? Well, everyone, here he is, the most gorgeous bear I think I've ever laid my eyes on. Started out this year, we have put in so much work. We've been at it for 7 whole weeks. We were baiting the same area that we were last year, and we got thrown a huge curveball when we had a couple grizzlies hit our baits. And it was honestly one of the lowest of lows that you could ever have, because we put in all this work and for it just to be gone at the snap of a finger of a couple trail cam pictures coming in the reveal. And thanks to Emilio, he gave us a shout and said we could hunt one of his baits. Right after he gave us a show, we were starting a bait here with him. This is a new bait site, and he started off, his son killed a beautiful bear in here, and then we were up to bat next. And we came in here, we were able to film some awesome bear action. There's nothing better than getting out in the springtime and enjoying bears they're one of the most amazing creatures on the planet, I think, and especially to watch that up close and personal, doesn't get much better than that. And when this guy came in tonight, and I started to think to myself, I may never get an opportunity at a bear like this again. And I looked over at Dad, I'm like, I think it's time to let a victory arrow go. Absolutely crushed him, and I got to break in my new Prime Nexus. So big thanks to Dad, Emilio, and everyone who helped me get this bear. And it's an amazing way to kick off season 6. I can't believe we've already been in 6 seasons with Moment of Truth TV, and it's been some of the best years of my life, and I'm super appreciative of everything we have going on. So I can't thank you guys more for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more bear action to come. Now this frees up some time for Kaylin to get into the tree stand and see if she can harvest her first ever black bear. Unbelievable. It's just a surreal moment. I couldn't be any happier with this gorgeous bear. He's gonna make an awesome trophy, and we're gonna celebrate tonight, head back to the lake, meet up with Kaylin, and do some fishing tomorrow. So thanks for watching.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Burris Optics. Find what matters.